Hello, hello everybody. How you doing on this glorious, beautiful blue skied sunshine day? It is absolutely marvelous here in the UK. Oh my goodness, it's hot. It's beautiful. So life-giving, so soulful. Just so lovely to have the sun out. So while people hop on, I am just going to update a few things on here before we start our show for today. And see that I've got my earphones in properly as well, because I think the last show there was a bit of a sound waving going on, and I think it was because my earphone wasn't sitting right in my ear. So let's get it all checked today and see that we are on par with everything. Yes, and we're appearing on other screens, so that's good. Excellent. So, welcome. Welcome to the Daily Live Show with myself, your host, Jazz. And I'm so delighted to be here and really enjoying broadcasting live for you every day, Monday to Friday at 1 p.m. And this is the second week, so everything is still new and fresh, but it feels really good. It feels on purpose, on path, and it's wonderful to share messages of inspiration with you all every day. And I feel so inspired as well by sharing these messages, because it really awakens you on a soulful level as well. And I feel more motivated and uplifted myself as well when sharing these messages with you. So really, really cool stuff going on. So do let me know if anybody's about. Do say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're from and how you found me as well. It'll be interesting. So it's all new. So today I've done a bit of tagging on the video as well. So this video will reach more people and we can have more interaction and let the shift transform, let it awaken, let it help, let it excite our journeys as well, because that's what it's all about. So again, welcome to the Daily Live Show, and today's topic is, and I'm going to leave the business side out today because I think we need a little bit more time for this topic, because it's a really good topic. It really does make you see things from a different perspective. Well, it certainly did for me, and I use this every day in my journey as well. So the business side, you've got my website on there, www.jasmeetatakasi.com. Do check it out. We'll leave it just like that for today. So do have a look, and there's nuggets of inspiration on there as well. I've been blogging recently as well, so you'll find some good articles on there that might be of interest to you as well. So the topic for today is our ability to choose again and again. And the reason I chose this topic is, again, I always do get inspired by meditation. And so when something comes up for me, I share it with you, and hopefully it impacts and inspires your world as well. So for me this morning, when I sat down in my quiet time in my little Zen den, the thing that came up for me was choosing. I just kept getting those words coming through, choosing again and again, choosing again and again. And we all have the ability to do that. And I get very inspired by the likes of Marianne Williamson and Gabby Bernstein, where these beautiful ladies talk about choosing love over fear. And that's the basis of our daily show today, the ability to choose again and again. And we're going to talk about all the different choices we have and how we can choose the positive aspect instead of the negative aspect. And I think us as humans, what happens is it's very easy. It's easy to choose negatively or choose what we know best, and because we're so conditioned in ourselves and we're such patterned creatures that we just sort of default to the same thing every time. And actually, if we slow ourselves down, we do have the ability to choose. We can allow ourselves to choose. So hence, the topic for today is the ability to choose and choose again. And cheers to you with some delicious orange juice. I wonder what you're having, probably a cup of tea, or, is it colder your side of the world? Do drop a comment, let me know what you're joining me with today, whether it's a nice hot chocolate or a nice cool drink. So the ability to choose and choose again. Now, there's many a times in junctions in life where we have to pause. We have to really pause and decide whether we're taking the left turn or the right turn. And ever so often, it's very easy to stay in, a fear-based and ego-based living. And it's not as easy, especially when you're going through a tough time or you're at an in-between stage of your life, of making decisions, wherever you are in your journey, to go to a more joyful and soul-based living. It's not an easy transition when you think you don't have a choice. Or also when you are so caught up in the reality of what's happening that you don't even know that you can allow yourself to choose differently. It can get that sort of, hot masala tea at work. Hitesh. Hi, Hitesh. Lovely to have you here. I'll fancy a cup of that hot masala tea as well. Anytime, Hitesh, anytime, I will just go for that masala tea. Whether the sun is shining, scorching, ice cold weather, masala tea it is. Can't beat that. Delicious. Hope you're having a great day at work, my friend. And so when we caught up in that mix of uncertainty, it's very easy to default into sort of like fear-based living as opposed to joyful and soulful living and existence. So, for example, let's take an example and maybe you can resonate with this example. Say you get up in the morning and you're not feeling great. Well, it's Monday. Everybody has the Monday blues now and then, and you get up and you're not feeling fantastic. And that's how you got up. You're thinking, oh my goodness, it's Monday, start of a new week. Wish you could have just one more Sunday, right? And you get up with that feeling. Now, what happens with the majority of us is we take that feeling into our day. So the entire Monday becomes almost a bit of a push to do, to be, to live out. And you're just almost waiting for that 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock mark when you can go home and think, oh my God, Monday's over, 4 more days, right? So we try to move away from that sort of living where you're always waiting to end something because you haven't lived soulfully in that entire time. You're living by thinking you just want to go from one thing to the next because this thing is just not your thing. And do you know what I mean? Like I said on the last video, we're just moving and moving and moving and moving and moving and moving and not stopping. So if you got up like that this morning and you were overwhelmed and full of anxiety and thinking, oh my goodness, another whole week, and it's just the beginning, it's just Monday. We as human beings, blessed human beings, have the ability to choose. And I'm just going to, my webcam seems to be having a dance at the moment. Okay, that's settled down. We have the ability to choose another thought. Yes, you might have gotten up like that. However, you have choice to rethink another thought, to feel better, to make your point of attraction better in what you're wanting to achieve in your day. Because if you went with that thought, oh my goodness, Monday feeling da 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 da, or going down the sort of fear-based, anxiety-based, overwhelm-based hole, guaranteed that feeling is going to attract more of it. So you may get late for work. You know, there may be red traffic lights. You may get to work and your manager may not be happy with you. Do you see what I mean? You attract from how you're feeling. So you're attracting at every point in your day. Now, just imagine if you got up like that with that feeling of not feeling good, and you sat and closed your eyes for 10 minutes and just became still. This is an example. There's many, many ways to this. And you became still and thought, actually, I was feeling like that, but now that I'm still and I've taken out some quiet space for myself, you know what? I'm going to have a great day. And you change it. It's just a change, a quick change. I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to enjoy this new day. It's a gift to me. I'm alive. I'm well. I can see, I can walk, I can talk, I can enjoy this day. You changing your thoughts around. You changing. Look at what a shift that is already. I'm here now. It's going to be a good day. Do you see the shift already? It's almost a shift of ease, a shift of goodness, soulfulness, because you are now choosing which thought you want to vibrate with throughout your day. You're actually choosing the thought that serves your highest good. And when you are living from that space, you're more present, you're more aware. You then keep on choosing. Once you start this practice, you'll keep on choosing throughout your day when challenges arise at work or at home or wherever you are, and you feel, oh, okay, I'm feeling this overwhelm, I'm feeling this anxiety again. Oh my God, it's Monday and I've got tons to do and blah, blah, blah. You'll take a step back after that thought, because everybody thinks like that. At some point or the other, these feelings and thoughts start arising in us. But if we start practicing the pause, practicing, oh, I have choice in this. I have choice, because it's just a thought. 9 out of 10 times, it's just a thought, and the thought can be changed and your day can change around. So what I'm trying to get at here is, in every given moment, we have choice to choose which thoughts that are carrying on there we would like to focus on in our day. Which thoughts are serving our highest good? Which thoughts are draining us? Which thoughts are making us feel really tired? Because the self-talk is going to continue until you put a stop to that and start acknowledging what these thoughts are telling you. There's a lesson in it, whether it's negative, whether it's fear-based, whatever it is, there's a lesson in that thought, and we have the ability to choose whether we wish to carry on with that thought, or, we wish to choose another thought that serves us. And I think this is a very, very important topic, because what happens most of the time is we think that the mind is controlling us and we have no power. You know, we give all this power away, and we think we don't have choice. And you hear it when you're having conversations with people. You'll hear it today in your day. You know, oh my goodness. And a lot of us are very okay with our stories as well. We enjoy our stories, so we choose to stay stuck in it. We enjoy it so much because it's comfortable, because it's what we know, it's what we're familiar with. So we choose to stay in our story, as opposed to think, oh, I have choice actually not to think about this way. I can think about it another way for the betterment of myself and of others. So there is choice in every given moment. And the one thing that keeps coming up for me, and also comes up for my daily cards, which are decks that I use by various teachers and healers, is choosing love over fear. So a very amazing card, actually, by Gabby Bernstein in her Universe Has Your Back, a deck of cards. Check it out. It's really, really amazing. And in that, I always get that, choose love over fear, because it's very easy to go down that fear driven, ego based route when you're just focusing from the brain and thinking about things on another level, as opposed to coming from the heart center and into more joyful and soulful existence. It's very easy for your day to go that way, for your day to go fear based, until you start saying to yourself, I have choice. Oh, right now. And when that, you know the feeling when that overwhelm and that anxiety comes in. We all feel like that from time to time. And your body gets tensed and your shoulders start sort of arching down and you just feel a lull in yourself. That's the time to ask yourself, oh, my webcam's dancing again. Sorry, people, bear with me. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. You can ask yourself, do I choose this feeling of fear, or am I going to choose love? I'm going to come from a loving, compassionate, kind space. I'm going to live from that space this moment. I'm choosing how I want to feel right now. I don't wish to feel a certain way. I wish to feel this way. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's not self-talk. It's not the mind taking over you. You are the powerhouse. You are the one in charge. You are the sat nav in your life. You have choice. And oh, beautiful Anne. Yes, exactly. Such a simple but important message. Exactly. We all have choice, and we forget that. We forget that. We think that we are on autopilot. We think that the entire world's against us most of the time. And we live from that dreary space. Whereas if we're choosing love and we're choosing compassion and we're choosing kindness and we're choosing self-respect, because sometimes that's needed as well. You need to put yourself first. It's not even a need, it's a should. You should put yourself first because you are love, you are important, you are valuable. And it's needed in challenging situations. You could ask yourself, it's very easy for empaths, especially, and we'll be talking about empaths this week, because I've got a bit of content to share with you on that, and I think it's really, really valuable stuff on how empaths view the world. And even as an empath, you've got to, in a challenging situation, you've got to ask yourself, do I choose being nice and kind to others, or am I going to choose being loving and kind towards myself first? Tough one, right? It's a hard one for me, actually, because I always, in my 39 years of existence on this planet so far, I think we grow up like that. We've always felt the need to put everybody before us. And it was almost like a thing to do. You shouldn't think of yourself, because if you think of yourself, it's ego-based. You shouldn't think of yourself first. You should think of others first. I'm sure you've all heard it. However, how can you pour out of an empty jug? You've got to fill that jug, right? You've got to fill, and that jug is you. You've got to fill and water and love and nourish you before you can give to anybody else. Important, important, important. Because if you don't, at some point you're going to crack, and at some point you're going to be so resentful, and so nobody will want to be around you anyway. And you'll be resentful towards yourself. You just won't be enjoying that beautiful, soulful existence that you should be enjoying. So take a moment today in your day, whatever challenging situation you may have, or you're feeling, oh my goodness, it's Monday, and it's still got half a day to go, and gosh, I've got so much to do. When you're feeling like that, take a step back. Take a step back and say to yourself, I choose love. I choose to honor myself. I choose to love me. I choose to be kind and gentle towards myself. I choose now. I choose the present moment. It's such a simple thing. It's such a simple exercise. However, it brings you, it gives you control. It gives you a bit of power. And when I mean control, I don't mean it in an ego-based way. I mean control as in we have choice. We have choice to think about what serves us, and we can make that decision. We can make that decision easily, but either we don't allow ourselves, or either we forget that we even have this choice. Either way. So let's have a think about how you can speak about yourself. Let's have a think about it. It's very easy for us to be, judgmental. It's very easy for us to be demanding of ourselves. It's very easy for us to be conditional towards ourselves. It's very easy for us to be hard on ourselves, because that's what we're brought up with as well. You've got to work hard and then you'll be successful. You've got to, there's always that grind that comes into it. There's that grind behind everything you do. However, you have choice now. Things are shifting. The world is shifting. The universe is shifting. All our beings are shifting into light, consciousness, into joyous living, into ease of living. And in that, you will be abundant, and in that, you will prosper, and in that, you will be successful, because you're living from a space of lightness, of kindness, of love, of joyfulness, of fun, of adventure. Look at the energy in that. It's a totally different energy. It just makes you come alive. It excites you. It brings you to you, right? So we can change that story. We have the ability to change that. We can go from that, as I was saying, judgment, conditional thinking, looking down upon ourselves, to this joyful state. We have choice to change that in any given moment. And how beautiful and how amazing is that? You actually see that in animals. I see that in my dogs. They are present. Oh my goodness. And they choose. They're such intelligent beings. They choose. You can actually see them choosing. I see Gaia when she's walking around, and Wolf might be sleeping, and she'll be walking around thinking, actually, and you can actually see her doing it. Actually don't want to sleep. And she goes to the little toy box and pulls out a toy that she likes and merrily starts playing with it. And she totally changes, tail's wagging, and she's happy. Choose. You have choice to choose. You have choice. If you are sitting at your lunch break right now, wherever you are, and having your tea and coffee and juice and your lunch, and you're thinking, some thoughts are coming in about a situation of the weekend or from 10 years ago, or some past emotional stuff's coming up for you, just take a moment and ask yourself, not even why. Let's not why it and drag it into the future or into the present even. Just ask yourself or tell yourself, I'm choosing now over the past. I'm choosing now, right now, this present moment. And in this present moment where I'm sitting, there's beautiful trees and the sky is blue and there's birds chirping. I'm going to zone into that. Thank you, honey. Yes, I do see it in my puppies. They do make me present. They really, really do. So zone into that space. Wherever you are right now, zone into that space. That's the power of the now. Right? So wherever you are, sitting at your lunch, having your lunch, and these challenging thoughts are coming in, or some challenging things happen in the morning at work, or as I said, 10 years ago, past coming up, emotional stuff coming up, you can't stop thinking about it. Just say to yourself, it's as simple as this. Say, right now, in this space, I'm choosing. And I choose this present moment over my past. I choose this present moment over what's happened this morning. I choose this present moment. I choose it now. And from that, zone into your surroundings, zone into the awareness of your surroundings, wherever you are. Whether there's a car going by, zone into the sound of the car going by. Whether there's beautiful birds chirping, zone into their chirping. Whether I'm sitting here and I've got my washing out on my washing line and I'm just looking at my dress flying with the wind, brings you right here, right now, because you are focusing on something physical. You are bringing all your senses to the moment. So this stops the chit chat, stops the monkey mind, because you're focusing and you're bringing your entire being into present moment awareness. You're looking around. And if you can't do that, if you don't feel you have the ability at the moment to choose like that, step out, go for a walk. Go for a walk. Do something that you don't normally do. That's choosing. Don't sit there at your desk having your lunch and really feeling horrible inside. You're losing that precious time of your life. This time you're never going to get back. You know, we take it for granted, people. We take it for granted that we have all these millions of years left before us. Lots of time. We've got lots of time. Zone into your time now. Zone into your life now. There is nothing like the power of now. There is nothing like the present moment. Because guaranteed in a few years, you're going to think, why didn't I just enjoy that time? Why was I fretting so much? Look at me now. Everything's fine. Why did I waste that time? Don't do that to yourself. Choose to live now. Choose to be present now. Choose to enjoy now. Choose to go from that fear-based living into soulful living now. Right now, you can do that. Right now, take that decision for yourself. Take that decision for your life. That right now, you're going to choose this. And from making that decision, watch the miracles. Watch how things take a turn. Watch how your life starts unfolding into everything that you want, into everything that you desire. Why? Because you're coming from a space of soulfulness, soulful living, joyousness. You're not focused on what's happened. You're not focused on what's going to happen because you're not worried. You are right here, right now. And we'll do a meditation this week on being present and choosing to be present as well, which will help you, which will give you that stillness to be able to choose. So we'll go through that as well. And, you know, there's so many ways of choosing. I mean, trying to think about my life, you know, choosing desire, let's say, over obligation. Another one, choosing understanding over anxiety and holding a grudge, say, for example. Let's think of another one. Choosing service over power. That's a big one, right? Choosing to serve rather than come from a place of power. And power has two definitions, you know, you can, which we'll go into in another live, because that's just going to go into another half an hour session. But isn't that beautiful? Choosing service over the need of power, you know, to bring the ego in. Let's think of another one. Choosing quiet time over busy time. Even though you've got tons to do, you choose to take that 5 or 10 minutes for yourself and step into your garden or step out of your office and actually enjoy the sunshine and get those gorgeous rays in you, energize yourself, feel still, feel relaxed, and then go back in, right? I've just got an update on my computer and I quickly said, remind me later, otherwise we would have gone off screen. Let's choose another one. How about, gratitude over anger? You know, you're feeling really angry and you're feeling really reactive, and you take a step back and you just come from a space of gratefulness for the lesson, perhaps, and what it's teaching you and how you can respond for the betterment of both sides. Do you see? We have choice. We have beautiful, beautiful choice. We're such lucky beings. We have so much of choice. And I hope this live today has inspired you. I hope it helps you when you are at those crossroads in your mind and the self-talk is going on, that you know innately that you have this God-given, beautiful, divine power to choose how you live in each moment. So I'm going to love and leave you. It's 1:30. It's time for me to end the live today. I hope this has really helped you, and I hope that you trust yourself enough and allow yourself to choose what serves your highest good. So lots of love from me. And I will be back tomorrow exactly at 1:30 with my webcam dancing away. I think it's loving the sun rays. I'll be back here at sort of like 1:30, back at 1 o'clock tomorrow to share another beautiful live with you. So big hugs from me. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. And remember, you can choose to live a soulful, joyous life. Mwah, and see you soon. Bye for now. Oh.